This video is brought to you by BigAppleBuddy.com. They provide a really useful service that allows you to order any piece of tech from the US and have it safely delivered to your doorstep anywhere in the world. You can order a smartphone, laptop, piece of gaming tech, or whatever through their service. They make the order, send it to your door, and make sure it gets there in one piece. If you want to check out their service, use the link below, and on your first order, use the code Brainy-Tech-YT to get a discount on your first purchase.
There was a time when I was alone, nowhere to go and no place to call home. My only friend was the man in the moon, and even sometimes he would go away too. Then one night as I closed my eyes, I saw a shadow flying high. He came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for a while. He said, Peter Pan, that's what they call me.
Netflix is one of the biggest online streaming platforms in the world, with over 117 million users as of December 2017. The success of the company is something which can be clearly seen, and many of its original shows and movies have been well received by audiences. And at the same time, this does not mean that there are not flops among the good eggs. As the service continues to grow more and more, and people continue to join the Netflix bandwagon, it is indeed interesting to consider how far the company has come since it was established all the way back in 1997. Yes, 1997. Netflix is over 30 years old, being established in August of 1997. The streaming service which we know of today actually started out as a DVD rental service and has transitioned over time to become what it is today. Things change, and change for Netflix has led to many good things for the company. The website itself has gone through many transitions throughout its lifetime, and what the terms net and flix meant back in the day were a bit different. They were not thought of as one complete thing, but more of as two apart entities. On one of the oldest website versions, there was a feature known as Flix Finder, which was considered to be the site's take on the search bar. Indeed, pretty interesting. The company was founded by none other than Reed Hastings and a software executive named Mark Randolph. As stated, the purpose of the service was to offer online movie rentals. The web service itself was launched 1 year later in 1998 and was titled Netflix.com. Back then, you could subscribe and have access to unlimited DVDs which would be sent to your house. Netflix was the biggest rival to Blockbuster, which was a major chain that rented films, games, and TV box sets at the time. And yes, this was the time when people actually used physical copies of movies on DVD discs instead of just streaming it online. Barbaric, I know. The service also had a feature where it would use Netflix members' ratings to accurately predict choices for all Netflix members. So think of it kind of like Rotten Tomatoes, but just a little bit better. Later on, the system was attempted to be changed, but I will get into that in a short while. In 2002, Netflix hit a huge at the time number of over 700,000 subscribers, and that was a good thing for the website. In the next few years, the company would grow to over 4.2 million subscribers. Netflix had a monthly subscription system through which customers could get whatever DVDs which they wanted for a low monthly fee, and by 2004, Netflix began to settle into its signature look, but it was still firmly in the pre-streaming era. One of the biggest things which drew customers to the company was the fact that they would charge no late fees, ever, which was actually pretty good for business. By 2006, Netflix held a contest to come up with new ideas for their recommendation system, and it was called the $1 million Netflix Prize. The main goal was to allow members of the public to come up with a new idea for their recommendation algorithm. Shortly after, a 7-man team won this competition, but interestingly enough, their idea was not used. In 2007, Netflix introduced streaming, which allowed members to instantly watch television shows and movies on their PCs. This was the birth of the new age of Netflix, which we now know. Netflix used to have a production department called Red Envelope Entertainment that played a prominent role in the broadcast of independent films, but it closed in 2008. And by 2008, Netflix began partnering with consumer electronics companies to stream on the Xbox 360, Blu-ray disc partners, and TV set-top boxes, and by 2009, Netflix partnered with consumer electronics companies to stream on the PS3, internet-connected TVs, and other internet-connected devices. In 2010, Netflix became available in China, with Latin America and the Caribbean being added the following year. That was the same year that Netflix began creating its own original content, starting with House of Cards, which debuted in 2013, Stranger Things, Glow, Orange is the New Black, and The Crown, which are just some of the other successful Netflix originals since. Interestingly enough, the service grew to over 20 million subscribers by 2010, a huge number even by today's standards. By 2011, it was clear that streaming had become the main focus of the company. In an attempt to split its streaming department and DVD sales department apart, the company created what was known as the Quickster for DVD distribution. But unsurprisingly, within a month of it being established, it was shut down due to customer protests. By 2012, Netflix became available in Europe, including the United Kingdom, Ireland, and the Nordic countries. The company would soon go on to win many awards, such as its first Primetime Emmy Engineering Award, 3 more Primetime Emmy Awards for House of Cards, and numerous other nominations for other awards. Netflix was actually the first internet TV network nominated for the Primetime Emmy. By 2014, Netflix would have over 50 million subscribers globally, and the company would continue to expand more and more. By 2016, Netflix was available worldwide, and the company would continue to expand to this day. A long journey, but the effort placed into the company was worth it, and eventually led to the success which we know of today. If you enjoyed this video, learned anything new, or want more, feel free to click the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is released. Leave a like and comment your thoughts down below. Also, if you are up to it, check out previous videos using the links provided on screen or in the description below. If you feel generous and want to help this channel out in producing better content, consider supporting this channel on Patreon, which helps out a lot. The link is in the description below also. And with that said, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I will be seeing you in the next video.
A shadow flying high. He came to me with the sweetest smile, told me he wanted to talk for